transmutes water into wine. This is a time of alchemy for you that you are about to step into. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot, and welcome to the final monthly reading for June 2020, obviously the 12th sign Pisces. So Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whichever area of your chart you're wanting to look at. If you're not familiar with your chart, there is a link in the description down below so you can get yourself a free birth chart. Always worth knowing what your rising sign is and your moon, well, for me your moon sign anyway, but yeah, always worth knowing your rising sign and moon sign. And in ancient astrology, your rising sign was the most important one. Now, as a general reading rules apply. Roles can be reversed. You know, I might think I'm talking about you and I'm talking about somebody you're dealing with, and vice versa, because the cards don't come with name tags. And timing's hardly absolute in tarot or in any form of divination. So it will be relevant when it's relevant, if it's relevant. Because this reading, it either is for you in totality or not for you. Basically, it's a spread with the past and the present. And if the past and the present don't fit, don't try and make it fit. Go and have a look at your rising sign. Go and have a look at your moon sign. Go and have a look at your sign from another reader, because there's some wonderful talent here on YouTube, and then come back for the next reading for you. And it's also, because the way the spread is, it's like I say, it's not to take what resonates, it's take the whole lot and think about it, not do what it says, but think about it, and then after a measured decision process, go ahead with it. So there was another thing. Yes, ask a question. What I would like you to do is take a moment, pause the video if you have to, think about all of the questions that are around you at the moment and focus on one of them. Now, the act of focus gives energy to this process. Now, if I don't answer your question, the universe will find a way to answer it for you. But hopefully I will answer the question for you. But be aware of all of the questions, because the cards will answer whatever they please to, and they don't necessarily have the same sense of priority as you and I do. Right, bits of housekeeping. There's a link to a Facebook group down there as well. That's where I post all of these readings. Obviously, other readers, all the astrology videos I'm watching, come and join. And also, more importantly, it has an inbox. So if you're wanting to communicate, to get in touch for a personal reading, then feel free. Or even if you just want to say hello, feel free. Now, I do try and respond to all the comments that I see down below. Now, this month I will be doing readings for the Chinese zodiac signs as well. So keep your eye open for them. They should be out by the 1st of the month, or at least by the 2nd of the month. Let's put it that way. After that, of course, we've got the full moon coming up, full moon in Sagittarius. And the day after that, the moon crosses the galactic center once more. So I'll be doing one of my lunar galactic download series of readings, but it's under the energy of a full moon. So I am really looking forward to that one. Right. I am also been doing Western and Chinese zodiac combinations. So if you want to see I think I've done Pisces Ox and Pisces Rat already. But if you want to see dragon, rooster, pig, dog, whatever, comment down below. I will put it on my list and they'll get done when they get done, which I seem to be, I have the freedom for the moment to churn quite a few out, fortunately. So that's it. I'll bring up the cards. I don't think there's anything more to for me to tell you about. Oh, if you're Cancer rising, I am working through whatever sign, sun, Cancer, moon or rising. And if you're Cancer rising, with the North Node in Gemini, everything's going on in your 12th house. You know, the house of endings and deep things and spirituality and hidden things. So I thought a reading might help. Okay, so let me bring up the cards here. Now, oodles of angels wanted to jump out for you because I feel that you're in a defensive position at the moment. You're in a defensive position. You have a wonderful clarity, and there's a chance for celebration for you. And this defensive position, you have an opportunity of meeting and interacting with your peers at the moment, but there is that element of you are trying to defend something. But I think that act of defending something is what is going to bring you together with your peers, whatever that means. Because you feel, I want to say full of it. We have the Ace of Cups. You have a dream or a new love. But I want to say a dream or a passion that you are carrying forward. And carrying forward in a way that is respecting the past. Six of Cups. But you're a bit worried that it might be on shaky foundations due to whatever reason. You know, it could be the financial instability the entire world is going through at the moment, or it could be that you've got an emotional thing going on in relation to this thing that you're going out to defend and proclaim. Because this Seven of Wands, now these fountain tarots, they're all pastel colours, they're very quiet. This one I find to be a really loud card. And also I do rather feel like this guy is walking down the steps from some heavenly place such as Olympus, because he looks very Greek. Or very Greek god anyway. And he's walking down some heavenly steps to... sorry Pisces, to descend to meet his peers. So maybe he's had a bit of a, you know, self-inflated view. So maybe this tower, this sudden, wanting to double check and wanting to double check the foundations might be a good thing. Because what we have here is Balancing Act from the Enchanted Map Tarot. Now I'm going to read that one out if I can find where I put it. Because... yeah, there are times when things feel a little bit topsy-turvy and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. What was I just saying about the tarot, the tower here? Perhaps you're unsure of your footing. Now is the moment to reevaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord and great success will be yours. You'll find an inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused and level path. Now that is interesting because the first angel that jumped out was the angel of harmony. I live in harmony when I am at one with the source. So you are on a mission to be at one with the source, namaste, but also be in harmony with those people that are around you if it's helping you remain true. Because you have this wonderful passion at the moment with this Ace of Cups, but you're going to be going into a Hanged Man time, into that time of confusion that leads to wisdom, into a time of a certain amount of loss, whatever that means. Loss maybe of, with this, whatever you're trying to put forward, or some loss that comes in from the side and knocks you for 6. But there's always the chance that this loss can limit you, and there's no reason with this passion that you've got going here and the fact that you have so much forward movement that I think it's scaring you, because that's the hopes and fears section. We've got 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles. Do you not want your ships to come in? I think that's a really good question there. Do you want your ships to come in or not? Because if you're feeling that you're on shaky ground, you might worry about what the ships that come in contain. But there is that time of confusion coming up. And this particular Devil card, he's not as... oh my word. I ain't got that from it before. He's not particularly active like most of the Devil cards. I'm not feeling that forward thrust of structure energy from Capricorn. I may be feeling that element of limitation, but look, the red forest, and I've not noticed that before. I mean, of course I've noticed it, but I've not thought the terms the red forest. Now, only people who watched the 12 Monkeys TV show will know what I'm on about there, but the red forest is the time of, is the place where time is undone. And that's what's going to be confusing. Now that figures, have I got an appropriate oracle deck for this? Because I've been thinking a lot and reading recently. I've been reading Liber Chaos by Peter J. Carroll, who has a very, in the chaos magic theory that he puts forward, has a very interesting view of time. Each individual moment, Planck constant length, has its own past and its own future as dictated by patterns in the ether, which is sort of a all-surrounded liquid. Now, it's a really useful way to describe the physical universe, because if you've timeline jumped, as in that building wasn't there yesterday and today it's been there 20 years, that sort of timeline jumping, then you know exactly what I'm on about. Or where all of a sudden your past just seems to change a little bit and you're just like, hang on a minute, but that's what happened and now what? Then the red forest is a really powerful symbol. So I think do some timeline visualizations. This might be a call to look at past lives, look at your multidimensionality. I didn't say that very well, did I? Multidimensionality, right. But don't get trapped by it. It's going to be slow progress and can offer an illusion in and of itself. But with Beelzebul here as the moon, there's two symbols with this. There's the magic of the... three symbols there. There's the magic of the moon. There's the lies and illusions of the moon, which with the devil card can make you think about being tied by lies and illusions. So, take each experience for what it is and then leave the rest. So, yes, there you can take what resonates and discard the rest. But also Beelzebul was the Lord of the Flies, and all the flies were his spies. And they were his eyes and ears all over the world. So there's that image of getting information coming in from everywhere with magic and lies and illusion. So, get your filters up for something that you nurture. Hagenti here with the Queen of Pentacles. Hagenti, I think it's Hagenti, to be honest. They've missed the apostrophe off. But makes one wise and teaches everything, can turn any metal into gold, transmutes water into wine. This is a time of alchemy for you that you are about to step into. And it's a chance event that sets all this off. There's a chance event that's going on at the moment. And it's almost like you are having a parade of your own dreams and wants and wishes being put in front of you to say, do you want this one? Do you want this one? 8 of Cups here, but she's not walking away. She's simply studying all of them as they lead her into the distance and lead her towards sunrise or sunset. It's red, so I assume sunset. But this is going to take you to a better place, but it's going to be confusing. But your dream that you're all so full of right now, I do think there's going to be more unknowing comes into it. More awareness of what you don't know. Where the theory... Not that where the theory of whatever you're thinking or believing or carrying forward doesn't hold, but an awareness of spaces where you've got no idea if that theory holds there or not. Not a clue. But wisdom is certainly coming in, but you are going to need to take some rest. Now, before this is getting very metaphysical here, I think this happened to you last month as well, didn't it, Pisces? Let's have a look at what's built up to the present. So here's your past bit. Right, so I'm seeing that we had on the reaction to information that comes onto you, you made a snap decision to grow and tend some form of harvest that turned out to be more of a balancing act than what you were really willing to go for. And you presented, it's like you was presenting a dream to, oh, no, that's interesting. I hadn't seen that either. It's like you was trying to present a dream to create this harvest or as a result of this harvest, but it's almost like this dream that you're considering and growing, which is independent of the harvest mind. It's almost like you're looking into the dream itself as if you are scrying. This person is looking into the bowl of water as if they are scrying into it, as well as tending to it to make it grow to become a fully fledged ace of cups, you know. And so one day, my boy, you will be an ace, but at the minute you're only a page. But change came in. Change came in with what you were trying to build, and you were left trying to defend, protect what was left, even though the world at the same time was giving you a really solid base to work from. You were called to protect, and that, I think that your dream maybe got put along the way, yeah, 5 of Cups here, put along the wayside because life took over. You know, simple as that, life took over. And you were having to balance the loss of that dream with all the real world responsibilities that ensued in that. And you were in a mood to really cut things out of your life. But cutting things out has proved to be just a little bit of an illusion. And I think certain things may have been cut out from your life from misunderstandings and misrepresentations. I don't want to say lies, but I want to say misunderstandings and misrepresentations. But your dream has surged back and come back recently anew. There's the Ace of Cups that you're full of feeling at the moment. With the 3 of Coins, you're getting recognition. So whatever this dream is, you're already doing it. You may be not doing it to the way that you want to be doing it, but you are already doing it. And 6 of Wands, you are being victorious at that. So now we've gone through the Lord of the Flies, you know, so let's have a look. What's next? You are going to be working mainly on your own to actually, again, with this eye above the pyramid, I'm very much getting that whole point of timeline investigation and playing with time. Because you've also got here Buffonite. Now, Buffonite or toadstone is a magical stone said to grow within the heads of a live toad. It doesn't, it's not real. The stone harvested from a creature who was used as an ingredient in many poisons was said to be a powerful antidote. So it's something that is not real, that is an antidote to maybe some of this existential stress that you've got going on. But again, don't be trapped by that. It is something to pass through, you know, resonate with and then discard. You know, is but the other thing, the other meaning with the Buffonite, straight out of the book, is try to find beauty in the things that other people think are ugly. Now, I don't see where the relevance of that is at the moment, apart from, unless that is talking about your dream here, your finding, hey, maybe it's a recycle project that you've got going and you found a use for a specific kind of waste. Lovely. But, you know, everything that helps the planet helps the planet. But this Queen of Swords here, with the Hierophant, you're being called to really align yourself with your spiritual self and recognize what rules that you have to abide by. But this Queen of Swords is giving me a real, like, there's a crystalline sharp awareness. She's not cutting anything out. She's not having anything to do with anything that's a bit useless for her, but she's not cutting anything out. She's simply going, right, now I need to look at it from this angle. And now I need to look at it from this angle. And now I'll look at it from this angle. You know, that is going to give you Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, some form of an emotional resolution. Right, so as much as timing is not absolute, this Hanged Man period will be intense and not necessarily last for too long, because you come roaring out of it with the Ace of Wands and Queen of Wands here. So you are manifesting on a level where you are emotionally comfortable. You are able to dance on the water itself and really come into your own power. So we've got the Two of Swords here, which here she's ballet dancing on the surface of the water. That strikes to me to be a wonderful symbol about balance. She's blindfolded because she's closed her eyes to the other distractions. She's concentrating on what she's doing, which is bringing you into your power, the Magician, and then capping it all, we've got the Sun, the happy, happy, joy, joy card. Now, excuse me. I'm running out of breath. Ooh, now this is lovely. So Queen of Wands again. So you are manifesting the life that you are aiming to do. And let's face it, if this is some form of business, some form of project, now's an ideal time to do it, because yeah, we're heading into a recession, but that also means that the slate's clear to start new things, because you've got nothing else holding you back. Because you are going to require strength with this, but you have more than enough strength. And I'm getting the Leo aspect here, because see the light that seems to be coming out of the lion's eye there, which also represents the Eye of Horus. There's a lot of Egyptian symbolism across two separate decks here, bringing that Egyptian symbolism in. But maybe a Leo with some form of link with Egyptian stuff. And my cat is fighting. I'm just going to pause. Bear with me. Interesting that the cat just is fighting just as I'm about to discuss the Five of Swords. So maybe there is some conflict, but remember, you're in a role to promote harmony at the moment. Now, this Five of Swords, five, as I've often said, is, as well as a number of challenge, I mean, of course it's challenge, it's a number of freedom. Freedom does not come without challenge. But I also feel that there is that divine Ace of Swords here, where you're getting the four swords of the elements all working in your service, or in service of the divine at least. So there's whatever you are doing with your timelines and aligning with your higher self, you are going to be bringing the world around. I mean, on the final outcome here, we've got we've got Ten of Cups, better than wish fulfillment. King of Cups, feeling okay about it. And for a Pisces, feeling okay is really important. Mind you, I suppose it is for most people, but you know how much we Pisces feel things. So, and then the Star. So I can see the wish fulfillment aspect on that, but I'm also seeing the beauty of more knowledge coming in. Now, somebody else is, it's not like you are without support. You are being guided. Someone is recognizing that you are being guided. But Five of Swords here as well. There is somebody who is not willing to battle. It's not that there's a fight going on or that they're being argumentative. I feel like it's the, I don't want to do it. I'm not getting into this discussion. I'm not getting into this argument. Fine. Let them not get into the argument. You are promoting harmony. Now, the other angels that came up, we've got the angel Prince of the East. I purify my mind by affirming my worth and honouring my choices for love. That's really interesting on the timeline stuff. That's really interesting on the how you feel that you may be, even though you're full of this whole new dream, you may feel like you're on shaky ground at the moment, but you are being called to action. But that action is to promote harmony and to balance here. And dive into your timelines and whatever that bit was about, press rewind. But these three, okay, I didn't even see the bottom two. These three had also popped out. The top was the Angel of Wisdom, followed by the Angel of Serenity and the Guardian Angel of Maturity. So yes, you are to be promoting harmony. So wisdom comes from the depths of my experience. I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. And remember that timeline work, to a certain extent, can be redefining who you are. But redefining who you are for the better. And the Guardian Angel of Maturity, as I take responsibility, I also develop my strength. Now, that's interesting because with the harmony and balancing, you are trying to, yes, take responsibility. But we also got Paimon come out, King of Hell, one of the Kings of Hell, with deception. But again, with the number 9, with that is Haziel with divine forgiveness. I'm tempted to say maybe this is recommending like all sorts of visualization exercises, path walkings, that sort of thing, because it's telling me that deception is a tool for rebirth here. But again, with the balance, you've got to be careful who you are deceiving. And with this devil card, who it is you're deceiving in the Hanged Man, are you... What I feel is being suggested is there is useful gain to be gotten in spending 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there on different things. But spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes... deceiving yourself about one thing and then seeing how you feel about it and seeing how you would react. Then return to the real world. Then deceive yourself about something else. See how it feels, see how it fits, see how it gives you those different points of view that this Queen of Swords is looking at. Because I think you may find that it will bring things back together for you. We have Chavakia here with reconciliation. Now the Angel of Reconciliation, its slogan is, "May I be fully reconciled with what I have left behind." And it doesn't mean that you rejoin with it. It's not like a relationship reconciliation. It's that you're just okay with it. You know, simple as that. Okay, so let's have a look. We've gone through everything pretty much, with a beautiful future ahead of you if you plow through this. And this is a bit of an initiation phase. This is a bit of a... oh, what do you call it in Reiki? Attunement. You know, this is a bit of a self-attunement going on here. If you can... and obviously, that means it's perilous, because you could so easily disappear off, especially with Venus square Neptune at the moment. You could so easily disappear off up your own backside with self-delusions. But there's value to be gotten from that. Now, you've seen this work, right? I'm going to be really brief about this. You've made changes like this before. You've seen this work before. We have the Page of Wands, where you gain a fascination with something. Three of Cups, it turns into a something that you're working with friends. It's working in the form of getting a celebration. King of Wands, you are able to manifest that in your life. Knight of Coins, it was slow progress, but it did manifest, and it gave you a transformation. It gave you a transformation, so much so that it was final. And then afterwards it's like, right, I am now transformed. Where do I go now? Now, I'm not saying that what is going on right now is anywhere near as dramatic and final as what went on then. But remembering what you got from that time will help give you that strength to carry on through this time, through this Hanged Man, through this, because yes, you should actively deceive yourself for a little bit here and a little bit there and work in that space for a few minutes to come out of it, because you are in the Hanged Man situation. Things are appearing different. Wisdom is being brought to you in confusing fashions, and things are looking all weird and all upside down. But with Paimon here giving that risk, and the Buffonite giving that risk of things that are not real, if you know how to deceive yourself, you can notice when somebody else is trying to deceive you. Now, I'm not saying that somebody else is necessarily trying to deceive you, but wasn't there a moon somewhere that was offering... I'm sure there was a moon somewhere that was offering some... No, maybe that was Aquarius. In fact, it's funny. There's apart from this 2 of Wands here, there's a complete absence of moon in your cards. I did see a Queen of Cups. Surely there must be a moon. No, not even in this Queen of Cups here. But, okay, so I don't feel that right now anybody is trying to deceive you. But I do feel that trying to learn and notice when you are being deceived is a very important skill. So I am assuming that will serve you later on. From the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician coming into your own power. Oh, immediately followed by the High Priestess. You wouldn't believe that these have actually been shuffled, would you? Multiple times as well. They've just, the 2 have come together. Underneath that we have the Queen of Cups, that nurturing dream carrying forward. And then finally the Page of Chalices with the Lovers beneath. A new dream that is still a little bit fuzzy. Oh, speaking of fuzzy, come on. There you go. That's it. Ish. Anyway, I'll finish in a minute. It's almost like, I always think with this particular Page of Cups, he's scattering the ashes of the dead. And you can see that the wind has taken them and it's going to blow some straight back at him. But he's also releasing, you could say he's releasing fairy dust. Yeah, release some fairy dust into your life. There is a new fascination to come for you that you will be grabbing hold of, which will be an outcropping of the current fascination, the current dream that you're so full of that you think is on shaky ground. You only think it's on shaky ground because 1, you're not being confident enough, and 2, it's not fully matured into the vision it's going to be. You know, it's only a little vision at the moment, but when it grows up, it's going to Harvard. So, if this means anything to you, Pisces, let's try and get this camera up and running again. If this means anything to you, Pisces, then please do comment down below. Good luck through all of this. If you do start playing with your timeline, and I recommend read Liber Chaos, because it gives you a wonderful pattern to try and work your timelines with. I'm not saying that it's a true and valid description of the universe, but it is a useful way to describe the universe, like the difference between quantum mechanics and relativity. Right, anyway, I'll shut up now. Comment down below. I've given you all the blurb. Press subscribe if you like the reading, because hey, it's worth it. Cheers.